NyanCave! Hey, hi, what's up? Welcome.
Hey,
we're in prison.
That's Tom, this guy's Clay, and that's Nyanny.
Hi.
You nailed it.
Last I checked. That's my nanny, because I need adult supervision.
And have I got an adult for you?
Oh, Clay, you are an adult now.
No, I'm not.
Oh, okay. Oh,
What if I told you that as an adult you can eat whatever breakfast cereal you want because you buy it, so you don't have to.
It's not my name.
It's not. It's not who you are.
No.
It's Canadian Thanksgiving today.
Oh, yeah!
And
Happy
do
giving
you want to
thanks.
start talking about what we're thankful for?
I'm thankful for all of you.
Damn it!
Took it! Suck it!
Now I have to think of something else to be thankful for.
Okay.
I'm thankful for the oxygen we breathe.
Ugh, you out-humbled me. Damn it.
I'm thankful.
Okay.
Damn it.
Ah! Man. How did he know the one thing that could beat oxygen was nothingness?
There's nothing worse than being put on the spot for that at the first time you're at your girlfriend's family's Thanksgiving.
Oh, yes.
They're like, let's all say we're thankful for, and you're like, oh shit,
Oh.
it's a real family. What am I gonna do? Oh no, there's like 16 of them. And I'm going last.
I'm thankful for dead ass. And then
At
you
some
just-
point, it just devolves into
you
what
grab
he
a
said.
turkey and then you eat it.
Oh man. At your girlfriend's the first time you're there, thanks to those thick thighs that save lives.
Wow.
I'm talking about the turkey. Now let's get stuffed.
Oh, you.
Gobble,
Silence. The entire Mormon family is silent.
I was never so happy to hear that an animal's evil than it was the turkey.
Oh.
I was like, man, I feel bad for turkeys.
No,
And I'm
they're
like,
evil
actually,
and
they're
dumb.
Evil and dumb.
Yeah.
Isn't Thanksgiving tomorrow? I don't know. People do stuff on the weekends.
Yeah, it's like Thanksgiving weekend. I don't know. I think actual official Thanksgiving is tomorrow.
What?
And oddly enough, I'm getting a
Never
haircut
mind. I
tomorrow.
take it all back. I take every nice word I said back.
Yeah.
Most
Barry-
people have the dinner on the Sunday, though.
Barricade is here.
I would say.
Mary Kate?
Barricade.
Mary Kate.
I will
Yes.
say I have forgotten to practice.
Just think of everything Scotland. Think of rolling hills. Think of haggis and bagpipes and men in kilts with thick thighs throwing logs topple over each other.
Yeah.
Think of ladies doing sword dances. You ever go to Highlander games?
Also,
Okay,
Mifa
just-
says, I'm thankful for nothing. That's very, very zen of you. I'm so proud.
Yeah. Yeah. True stoic.
Oh!
Scrooge McDuck.
Scrooge McDuck!
Think-
Really?
Yeah, Scrooge McDuck.
Actually?
Scottish, yeah.
Scrooge.
Does that help you?
Or
does
got nothing to lose.
Close.
Fuck it. I'm just going for Merry and Pippin. Let's go.
All right.
We're getting the Hobbit style. Yes. What about second breakfast? Or third?
Are they even Scottish?
Fuck if I know. That's why I didn't say they were Scottish. I just said we're going
Right.
Hobbit.
We're going full Hobbit. Stop
Yeah.
shaving your toes. How can you tell it's a Sunday?
Well, typically it's the sauce on top of the ice cream.
Mm.
Yeah. Otherwise,
That's the tangents
Ah.
on the NyanCave. Aren't they Irish?
Ay, ay, ay. God. Chat, you better give some love for that. That was
It was a really good joke.
it's less the good joke, more of the lack of hesitation. On
Oh
it, I
yeah,
think.
just full execution. Ah, man.
We understand that Mr. Vigil is the chief warder here at the prison. Aye, that he was. Strong sense of responsibility.
Ah,
And dedicated to the job.
responsibility.
No duty booty.
Response.
He's a fine warder. Sorry, did you say was? Aye. He doesn't work here anymore. Left the job.
Oh my!
When was this exactly? There's a question. When was it about? Can't have been much less than 10 years ago now.
What? You're Australian.
I knew. I realized that, yeah. Going down under.
Down under.
Ah.
Really flushed that one to the right theory.
Also, 10 years is an
Canada?
awfully long time.
It is.
To be unemployed.
And to keep it from your wife.
Yeah.
Yes.
I know.
Well, but what else happened 10 years ago?
Oh
that
my
he
god.
died.
No, he didn't.
What?
He's having a 10-year affair with the gas lady.
Quinby?
Yeah.
Woo!
Where are you going,
my-
dear? Oh, I'm off to get some gas.
Corky. Corky. 10 years ago? He stopped working here 10 years ago? Aye. As I mind it. Do you ken I haven't heard of the fellow's name in that time? That's not a way if he's gone missing, though. But Mrs. Vigil made no mention of it.
I think perhaps, Mr. Naruhodo, that his wife simply doesn't know.
She doesn't know.
I think that she lacks critical information and that he no longer works here.
Governor Caden, can you tell us what happened? Why did Mr. Vigil give up his job here? That's important, is it? Yes, I believe it may be, yeah. I think it might be worse if it wasn't important. He just wanted to lie to his wife about it for 10 years. Just a dick move.
Really gets a thrill out of it.
Yeah.
What are you thinking, Mr. Naruhodo?
I can't help wondering, given that it was 10 years ago, which was exactly when the incident happened. Oh, sorry.
10 years ago.
And DFM!
Oh, damn!
Pretty Lord and NyanCave, thank you! And I'm glad that you got the package, and I'm sure you noticed it's an additive because I sliced it open and slid it in after. So I'm glad you enjoyed that.
I'm glad you're doing a doodle. That's very exciting.
Yeah, it's a fun doodling device, and it's also a pretty decent monitor too.
Pretty decent monitor.
Yeah.
Oh, I think there's a way to also calibrate the colors.
Ooh.
Yeah, to make them more better. Because I had to do that with mine. I was like, oh, this makes it so much better.
Nice.
Had to leave stream
Hey, what
early
a
last
thought.
time, but glad you guys got my Tums joke.
Eventually.
How is everyone today on this fine Sunday?
Good.
Not
Good.
salad!
Sorry about that, not salad.
We got it
We got there.
eventually.
We got there.
all got there
We
eventually.
got there. I was Confucian though.
How many variations
That's
of
so-
T, O and M can Android go through before finally running out? Stay tuned to find out. Eventually. Excited for this stream.
Tasso!
Tasso.
I have every letter at my disposal.
Ooh.
Hello, my name is Tank
And some vowels.
Fullmore. You're welcome to cross-examine me, but I warn you I am very cynical. For everything in life is a real bother.
Thank
Dark
you,
Iron!
Dark Iron.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Also, looks like that one doubled by accident, so sorry about that.
Huh.
10 years ago.
So Mr. Vigil actually resigned from the position of Chief Warden 10 years ago, you're telling us. What happened to make him leave the job?
In actual fact, he didn't leave his job willingly. He had no choice in the matter. You mean he was dismissed? It was. After a particular walk. Sorry? A walk? Aye. That's a word for it in here. A walk to the gallows. An execution. It's the job of the chief warder to prepare the gallows tree and oversee any executions you see. Only, Vigil did something unthinkable on that last walk before he was manning.
Oh, the Green Mile.
That's a really sad movie.
It's a really sad
Ooh.
movie.
Yeah.
What did he do?
That movie destroyed me. Long time. Sigh. But I can't reveal the information. Crikey. Shut up. But I can tell you, it's very rare for the chief warder to be relieved of his post. But why wouldn't Mrs. Vigil know about it? She appears to be under the impression that her husband still works here. I wouldn't know. Ken gets me every time. It just doesn't make sense. It's because I don't know if I've ever heard it.
Yeah, I don't recall like how it would be used within a sentence to flow either. Myself.
Yeah. I wouldn't have Ken anything about it, I'm afraid.
Can you perhaps answer one more question about the circumstances of his dismissal?
And what would that be, Anne?
That last execution that Mr. Vigil was responsible for overseeing?
Music cut.
Was it by any chance the professor's?
My thoughts exactly. Sorry. Really am. But I'm not at liberty to answer that. Get out of my swamp.
I see. Oh.
Get out of my prison.
My father came to Britain all those years ago in order to study forensic medicine. But you seem to have been well acquainted.
Dead room. The prison and the cemetery have a lot to do with one another. After all, they need fresh corpses for the forensic research. Do you kin? Yes, I can imagine.
The advancement of medical science isn't always particularly palatable.
Your father worked in the laboratory and just on the far side of the graveyard. In the basement of St. Sinners. It's still in use today. St. Sinners. That's come up before, I'm sure.
Yes, that's right. We've been there. Twice.
Mikatoba and I have to ride in the carriage together to negotiate terms. For more fresh material, I suppose. Aye. We used to sit in there for hours and gab on about dissecting and sorts. Oh, takes me back. Over a pot of tea and a plate of cuff biscuits, of course.
How charming.
He's a good fella, your father. Reliable. And dead set in his work. But I'm afraid I'll never understand your Japanese. Because of Genshin Asogi, I suppose.
Had quite the impact on him.
There it is. There it is. It's good. I like it in my veins.
Well. Gah! The wheat towels! Ah! They're biting! My nipples! Ah! Damn! What was it? What was it? Scots and they don't get along like the Scots and the Irish. Or the Scots and the Scottish. Damn Scots ruined Scotland!
That's it. That's it.
Something like that.
Yeah. There's a few. There's a few more.
others, yeah.
Like the Scots and the English, I think.
Oh, yeah. Because his brothers and sisters can't get along.
Yeah,
like Scots
yeah.
and the English. Or Scots and the Irish. Or Scots and the Scots.
Scots and the Scots.
Goddamn Scots
ruined Scotland! I can't tell you anything else.
Thank you so much for your time, Governor.
Oh, one more thing before you're away then.
Oh, axe. Thigh axe. Ooh.
Facts.
Scared,
Ooh.
but intrigued. Tell me about it.
I should have here somewhere. Ah, found it. Here, take this as a wee souvenir of your visit to the prison.
What is it?
That's Vigil's dismissal note. It's 10 years old now, of course.
Oh my! Are you sure? That's as old as Iris.
Aye, it's no trouble at all. It's not the original mine.
How old is Iris? 10?
10.
Interesting.
Maybe 11 now?
She's a zombie baby.
That's what it is.
Thank you very much, Governor Kaiden. Kate. Well, in return, do me a favor and never come back here. That case is closed.
Perfect. Never going to see him again.
Yeah. Thank good.
Well, I think we ought to return to Baker Street for the time being.
Yes, I agree. We need to report back to Mr. Sholmes with what we found out about Mr. Vigil. What will he tell Mrs. Vigil, I wonder?
Your husband was a liar. He got fired. How's he making all the money?
By banging the gas lady.
Ah, look, we have an opportunity here now while the governor's away.
Mr. Naruhodo, you could be imprisoned if you were caught.
That's a good point. Perhaps not then, except we're already in prison. Bam!
Double prison. That's how you get out.
Aw.
You can't be double arrested for the same crime.
Damn it, we're so gonna be coming back here.
Oh, yeah?
He said never to come back here, though.
I know, right? But why would they have these examinable objects that you can't examine? Silly. Silly! Baker Street. Sholmes is sweet. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Is that Fairly Odd Parents?
Yes.
Yeah. Baker Street. How's it go?
Green juice, guava. No, green mousse, guava juice. Something thing. Yeah, it goes on. Large fries, chocolate shake.
That's it.
I don't know if anyone told you this, but his Japanese version name is Harry Barricade. Also, hello Tom. Long time no see, my darling.
Artemis!
Artemis!
Thank
That's
you.
pretty cool because
Harry Barricade.
he's just a big hairy man who stands in the way.
Yep.
He's a hairy barricade.
Harry Barricade. Ah.
Hi, my team plays the back-to-back conference champions tonight. I'm so nervous, I need entertainment. Too bad you guys can't do. Pull up, that's what you do, Pog.
Oh,
So close.
I was so close
Oh,
there,
man.
Angry.
oh,
Glad to have you here.
my band finger was itchy.
Tom say this in robo voice, also new profile pic. Hey.
Hey!
Tom, say this in robo voice.
Tom has no control over Robo Voice.
No.
Oh, you're talking about that.
Yeah, I don't think I didn't notice you doing that.
Oh, I know.
I couldn't hear it, of course,
Of
but
course you
No.
couldn't. Of course you couldn't.
But the whole point was that you can hear that in our headphones now. No? Is that not how this works?
not with this one. It's another program.
Another program
Yeah, I know.
full of Oh god. I can't process.
We're back!
Hello, you two!
Oh, you changed outfit again.
I thought you'd be back before long, so I picked some scones for us all.
Ah. So that's what the delicious smell is. Oh my god.
Greetings, my dear fellows. It's me, Ninja. Here we are.
All of his hair is going to fall out by the end of this.
Oh.
Or at least break in half.
Greetings, my dear fellows. You've returned a good deal sooner than I was anticipating.
Hello, Mr. Sholmes.
Watch me floss. Everyone, come on, put your hands together. Let's floss. Yes, flossing. New Year's Eve party.
All right.
Other ninja references,
Let's
which
just
I totally
get this
know.
out of the way. Okay?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Dabba-dee dabba-die. Okay? Are you happy now?
Yep.
Good.
I'm good. I'm really happy. Thank you.
Hello, Mr. Sholmes.
Blew his hair with his blue little wind.
Say nothing! Your thoughts are written all over your faces in any case. It turns out that it may have been advisable to test my hair color restoration tonic before application.
Oh my.
Pray, tell me, what of our warder friend? Have you garnered some new information?
Oh, yes. Something very surprising, in fact. Though it's not a patch on your hair, to be honest.
It most certainly isn't. But still, we discovered that.
Sholmes! I'm thinking,
Gregson.
yeah.
Oh, it's not.
Gregson's in Paris.
Oh, right. Well, I thought she was in Paris, too.
Yeah, what?
Oh,
It's not
yeah.
even yet,
Hey,
is it?
wait a minute.
Drop everything, Sholmes. This is more important.
Gina? Oh,
I can't. I didn't believe it.
No, don't you dare.
What's happened?
Clearly a very grave matter indeed. For Miss Lestrade made no mention of my hair whatsoever.
This is not the time, Shums.
I'm the main character. It's the boss.
What do you mean? Inspector Gregson?
The boss is... He's dead.
What?
They just found his body, shot with a pistol.
What?
But Inspector Grayson?
He was murdered.
No, Grexie.
Come in, my dear girl. Tell us the whole story.
I said don't do that, Gina.
Are you serious, Gina? Inspector Gregson was he was really shot.
I don't know much about what happened myself yet. They're still there, investigating the scene. Where did this take place? A little rented room in a building full of flats in Fresno Street. The outskirts of town. Nowhere near his home. He was perhaps investigating a case then. The thing is, no one at the yard knows nothing about no case around there. Oh, how strange. The boss was... He was so good to me. I know I ain't up to much yet, but one day I was going to show him. I was going to show him I'd become a proper detective.
Oh, Ginny.
It's actually super sad.
I know. No, that's super fucked up. What? So, who did this? Do you have any idea who the culprit is?
They got him already. Already?
They've caught the shooter so soon.
A witness reported something was going on, and the boys got straight down there and took care of him. Who? What awful person did this? I still can't believe it myself. Gina. It was Reaper. What?
Oh my god.
What?
Okay, so layers. I think that remember when he was. It seemed like Strongheart was getting prepped to be the prosecutor in the next trial. We're gonna have Von Zeeks as the defendant, Strongheart as the prosecutor, and we got to defend him.
Ooh,
Maybe.
he did go missing,
But
didn't
yeah,
he?
he was getting prepped for the symposium, I'm pretty
Oh
sure.
no!
You're right.
Yeah, he was getting prepped for the symposium.
Plus, I
Our-
don't think he'd be like, here's everything you need to prosecute me.
No, that's true.
Kazuma went missing, and now this is.
Ah.
Okay.
Wait a minute. You don't mean they've arrested Lord Von Zeeks for it?
That's right. That Reaper bug's gone and shot the boss.
No! Lord Von Zeeks?
He would never.
He may stab, he may whine, he may bottle, but I don't think he would shoot.
Never.
No.
It's
He
not
doesn't
his
own a
style.
gun. He thinks they're not noble enough.
Are you quite sure, Miss Lestrade? It's Baroque Von Zeeks the police have arrested. I saw him with my own eyes in the interview room at the yard. I don't believe it. But there was this witness, and they were all saying it was him. So you mean there were actually multiple witnesses? They heard the gunshot apparently. And when our lot got to the scene, there was only the boss and that Reaper bloke in the room.
But there's no way Lord Von Zeeks would have taken Gregson's life. I just don't believe it.
I don't believe it either. Thank you for informing us, Mr. Strad. This really is most terrible news. I'm dreadfully sorry. What are you saying sorry for? He didn't do nothing.
Well, anyway, I'm taking a cab over to the scene right now. Please come in all as soon as you can. You've got to help.
I agree, Theodine, I agree.
It's a detective's lot to appear wherever some sinister plot is unfolded. Little wonder we all look haggard. Sometimes these things are almost too much for the nerves.
Mr. Sholmes.
What use is there in being a great detective if I fail to see something like this coming? How could I let this happen to Gregson? To Gregson! Mine, Mr. Naruhodo. I shall leave at once to begin my investigations.
Of course, yes, we will too.
It would be helpful if you could talk to the Reaper and see what you can glean. I'm sure you were intending to do so anyway. Until later, then.
Inspector Gregson, dead. And Lord Von Zeeks, arrested.
Bruno, Susie, I've called you a handsome. It's waiting outside.
Thanks, Iris. Shall we, Mrs. Otto?
Yes.
Happy birthday, Mr. Wrong handsome.
That's crazy.
Yes, I did not expect that.
No, this is a twist of a plot that I did not wish to get to.
Here's Tom's robot voice me. Anyone else have a sudden urge to bite Tom's shiny Italian ass? With blackjack and hookers, of course.
I promise you, this is not a shiny ass.
Dark Iron, thank you.
And Pikes Peak, thank you. I appreciate it. It does spoil a plot point from a different game, though.
Oh,
So you do have to keep that
Pike
in mind.
Speak. Thank you, Pike Speak.
you. Thank you.
It was at this moment that I realized that all the cards were on the table in this story, even the ones I didn't imagine could ever be played.
100%.
John!
Thanks, John.
Chat was also saying that I had called this. I
I was
know.
joking.
I know, right?
I did not mean that seriously. What did I say?
Right.
When Sholmes gets serious, you know it's about to get heavy. For all his posturing, he really respected Gregson. I'm gonna go eat some chips for him.
Adam!
Adam, thank you. I saw someone in chat say he used to eat the fish. Now he sleeps with them.
Yeah. And I was like, you get that dirty mouth out of this chat right now.
Wow.
I admittedly clever. Admittedly.
He seems pretty content, actually.
Things went from 0 to 60
oh.
real fast, though.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's what I said. Going to Paris? I think
Oh.
you mean going to parish.
Oh.
Ouch.
It was just a clever joke, chat.
We say these things because we don't think it's going to happen. And then when it happens,
There he is.
oof.
Lord Von Zeeks behind bars.
So it's true. He really was arrested.
He's sitting with his back to the wall, reading something. I don't think he's noticed us. Lord Von Zeeks.
Fancy meeting you here. Last place on Earth I'd like to be. With the last person on Earth I'd like to see.
Wow. I
Sounds
guess you had a
mean,
lot
but
of
really-
time to think about that one, eh?
Yeah. Rude.
Well, I couldn't very well not come. We heard what happened. That Inspector Gregson was...
Go home. This has nothing to do with you.
But...
Forgive me, Lord Von Zeeks, but I must disagree. Inspector Gregson was very helpful to us on a number of occasions. We're indebted to him. At the very least, we owe it to him to find out the truth about his death. You must help us with our investigations, please!
There's really nothing I can tell you.
What were you just reading in the back of the cell there? Was it something related to the case?
This? The Yard isn't quite so cavalier with its information as to share details with a suspect. This is a letter from an old acquaintance.
Oh, who might that be?
Someone you know, as it happens. Albert Harebrain.
Of course, yes. I keep forgetting they went to the same university.
And they were such good friends.
And I'd like to read my correspondence in peace. So let's get this over with, shall we? What is it you want to know?
Strange. I mean, let's face it, Lord Von Zieks never minces his words. But they seem to have less bite than usual somehow.
Also, it seemed mean when he said, "You're the last person I want to see on Earth." But it's kind of nice if you look at it. It's like, oh, you're the last face I want to see is you.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
You know, that's the power of positive mindset, everybody.
Delusion.
Delusion.
Delude yourself.
So Dad's been killed and Daddy has been arrested for it.
Yeah.
Cyber Saiyan!
Yeah, that's one way to put it.
When you put it like that, it's more tragic.
Can you at least tell us your side of the story, Lord Von Zieks? What happened?
How much do you already know?
We know that the inspector was shot dead in a small rented room on Fresno Street.
And that you were found there by police when they arrived on the scene and immediately arrested.
We were told that there was nobody else in the room and that some witnesses heard the gunshot.
Then you're well informed. And there's really nothing I can add. The truth is, I don't know what happened myself.
no.
Oh no.
But the gunshot! Obviously you didn't fire the gun, did you?
I'm not in the habit of shooting the people I work alongside. I also heard the noise. However, before I had a chance to investigate, I was apprehended by the arriving officers.
So he doesn't actually know what happened.
If I might ask, what were you doing at that place to begin with?
I don't need to answer that.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I guess. Well, okay.
After all, you're not representing me.
Unless.
Oh, unless.
He is going to need a lawyer, though.
Kind of is his own lawyer, though? Like, doesn't that?
A prosecutor.
Oh, of course.
He doesn't know how it feels to be on this side. He doesn't know how it feels to be the sad man, to be the bad man.
Behind iron bars. Who's going to be representing you in court, Lord Von Zieks?
Anyone other than you, I should imagine.
What a dick thing to do. Have we beaten you 6 appearances in a row? I think, give or take. And you're like, I don't want the best. I want not you.
Would I be right in assuming that you have no representation as of yet?
Defense lawyers shy away from any trial involving the Reaper, as I'm sure you know.
Except for one. But this is different.
In my career, of all the defendants I've prosecuted, only 19 have ever been acquitted.
And how many have we acquitted then? Like,
I know, I'm like, we've
9?
done a lot.
9 maybe?
No, because two of those trials were in Japan.
Oh yeah.
Of them, 16 subsequently died in mysterious circumstances. Questions will be asked now.
Surely not!
I assure you, no defense lawyer will want to touch me with an end of a barge pole.
But you didn't actually have anything to do with those people's death, did you?
It's been 10 years. Now that I've been known as the Reaper of the Bailey. Believe me, nobody wants to know the true identity of this killer more than I. However, it seems things may come to a head before I have the chance to uncover the truth about that.
What does he mean by that?
What does that mean?
Hello, Clay, Nyan, and Tom.
Oh,
I
hi.
see we reached DHKS point in the story. Reap some vengeance for Gregson and for the rest of us, will you?
Oh,
Robin the Red Fox.
thanks, Robin.
We will
you.
investigate. We will find.
Try.
We will teach them a lesson.
David Attenborough voice, and here, we see the Draculus prosecutes in his natural habitat. We observe the way he occupies himself to pass the time.
That's a good one, Tasso.
By reading the letter of a familiar face. Thank you, Tasso. After the trial, Professor Harebrain was supposed to go straight back to Germany, I thought.
It's a letter to inform me of his safe arrival at home.
Whew.
I arranged his passage by sea and rail. Him.
Yeah, baby.
It's a relief, I must say. He should now be beyond the reaches of the Reaper.
Because the Reaper doesn't follow people abroad, you mean?
Yes, so it seems. Your stooped little Nipponese friend, for example. You told me he was keeping well in Japan when I inquired the other day.
Yes, that's right. He's an author now, happily working in Tokyo.
So Professor Harebrain is safely back in Germany now.
He is. So, it appears our conversation has run dry.
There was a 2-second silence, that's all.
Well, in any event, if you'll excuse me now, I wouldn't like to detain you.
I was wondering, Lord Von Zieks, if you'd like, I'd be happy to advocate for you.
You trust me, do you?
Yes. I've heard you speak many times in court. I've seen how you treat people. So I'm quite sure that you would never have taken another's life. It's just, my feelings can't be used as evidence in a court of law, sadly. As much as I try.
It's a very gracious offer. However, I trust no one.
Damn! What?
Not the police, not the judiciary, and not you Nipponese.
Oh, damn, but please.
I have no intention of engaging your services.
The chasm between us is just too wide and too deep, it seems.
I'd appreciate it if you don't visit again.
You know, we've been getting that a lot recently. Has something changed? Is it us?
Do we?
Yeah.
No, I smell dope.
Is it me?
Then neither of us will waste any more time.
Next thing's gonna be Iris. Don't ever come back here again.
Oh, no!
Stop! I live here.
I don't love you anymore.
Oh.
Go! Go
No.
on! Get
No.
out! Get out of here!
Perhaps we need to dig a little deeper
Hey, Lord Jedi.
and find out more about Lord Von Zieks and what happened to Inspector Gregson. Oh, I see. Move or move,
Yeah,
eh?
do you want to move?
Wow.
I think we should move.
He's cast some sort of spell on us that allows us to only get the fuck out.
Oh, Fresno Street.
Fresno Street. I feel like this is where the Italians live. I don't know why.
That was Megabyte's original voice in Reboot.
No way. That voice
This
you just
guy.
Yeah.
Actually?
Yeah, like
What?
in the first draft of Reboot, Megabyte's, hey, it's me, Megabyte. I'm here, and I'm gonna nullify you freaks.
Oh, wow.
You know who, and we're talking about Reboot, the
Right.
animated 3D series. You know who Megabyte always reminded me of?
Who?
Kelsey Grammer.
Oh my God.
I know, right? I know. I always pictured him as Kelsey Grammer for some reason.
Why is that so accurate?
I know,
There's
right?
no reason.
Buff Kelsey Grammer.
Bell-
Really
oh.
buff, mechanical Kelsey Grammer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, cool.
Just the way he talks and like
Yeah.
is better than you and knows it.
Yes. God damn it.
Why would I order a cake with Frasier on it? Ugh.
Wow.
This really is an out-of-the-way part of London. I doubt many people would find their way down this back street. It's so dust-ridden. So this dust-ridden rented old room is where it happened then. Did they rip him in half?
Was he wearing a wig?
So this is where poor Inspector Gregson lost his life.
Yes. And the police are already hard at work investigating, it seems.
I think he was actually wearing a wig.
The chalk line makes
Oh,
no sense.
This is where the redheads were meeting, and he was infiltrating them.
Oh,
he was
the League
shocked.
of Redheads.
Oh.
Is that a picture of Dude's wife?
I think it is a picture of Dude's wife.
I don't see Mr. Sholmes anywhere, though. Oh, he's in disguise.
No.
Perhaps his
Oh.
investigations have taken him elsewhere.
Oi! What do you think you're doing there? Every one of them drawers has got to be taken back right out so you can look underneath them all. I want the space above this ceiling checked, and don't forget to look inside the chimney stack too. Blimey! Ain't you lot ever going out and going over an house?
Ouse
Ouse?
looking.
Ouse
Like house.
An ouse looking for dough.
Yeah.
An ouse looking for dough.
I think ouse is supposed to be house.
Yeah.
A house looking for dough.
That doesn't make sense even with house, but that's fine. Maybe it's a thingy, a rhyming thing.
And I was looking for dough when the owners are out of town.
Oh, that makes sense now that I
There
read
you
the
go.
rest of the sentence.
Yeah. Gina's obviously got some unique investigative techniques she wants everyone to adopt. Oh.
Oh, so you turned up at last. Mind you, I ain't been here long myself.
Hello again, Gina.
Sholmes has only just left. You're lucky you missed that. I went prancing around here and there, pointing stuff at flicking this and that, and then this scarpered. Oh, he's finished investigating already, you mean? Yeah. He didn't stop to say nothing to no one, not even me.
Gina, would you mind if we investigated too?
I read my sentences one word at a time, and if they don't make sense, I get confused.
Listen, Odo. You're a lawyer, right?
Yes, why?
Well, you're not thinking of trying to help that Reaper bloke, are you?
Oh, poor Gina.
Oh no, Gina's gonna tell us to get out and
Maybe.
never come back.
Get out of here and never come back.
She's never going to forget, is she? That trial will haunt her forever.
Caliph.
Gina, if you don't mind me saying, if Lord Van Zeeks really is responsible for this crime, he will be duly and fairly judged in court. I suppose you're right, yeah. Go on then, Odo. Get investigating. I want to know the truth about what really happened here.
Thank you, Gina.
Narrowly dodged. Go on, get. Thank you,
And
Susanna.
never come back.
Yeah.
Come on.
I don't love you anymore. Go on, get.
Gina, what was Inspector Gregson doing here in the first place?
That's what I want to know. He's what? Half a year since I got out of the clink. That's when I decided to give up my diving and become a detective instead.
Oh, yes. Mr. Sholmes twisted the inspector's arm to agree to take you on as an apprentice, didn't he?
Something like that, I think. Anyway, the point is, I didn't really know much about the boss till then. But it turns out, he's a bit of a legend at the yard. Goodness, really? I say he managed to solve some really tricky case. Just like that.
He did.
Yup. And ever since then, he started going out on all sorts of investigations, but always on his own.
Well, no.
No one else at the yard even knows half of what the cases he's working on, apparently.
That's not how it's supposed to work, is it? But it is, I guess, because even the last case we did in the first game where it was like, it's top secret.
He was, yeah.
So what was this legendary inspector doing in a dingy little room like this anyway?
I know he had a lot of responsibility for the Reaper and all. And look where it landed him. Respect, sorry, not responsibility. Respect. He had respect.
Respect for the Reaper? In what way?
I heard him say as much. I'll take my head off of that fella, were his words.
Not how the general public feels, is it? Most people are terrified of the Reaper.
Yeah, the boss said that's exactly why he respected the bloke.
I didn't realize Gregson held the Reaper in such high regard.
He said something else to me and all. I didn't need to worry about the Reaper, because he only goes after people what are bad. It did kind of set my mind at ease when he said that.
Oh my god, was Gregson Batman?
No.
Sorry.
Right.
Unless.
No. What is this place then? Does anyone live here?
Apparently it's been rented by some cove called Hewbone. Hewbone.
Hewbone. Hewbone. Hewbone.
Hugh Boone.
Human.
Hugh Grant.
Hewbone?
It's a sort of here today, gone tomorrow name, that, isn't it?
Hugh Jackman? Yeah, he's what we called an unidentified person. We haven't been able to get in touch with him.
I see. Well, judging from appearances, I'd have to say this place hasn't been lived in for a long time. If ever.
Right? All the lads from the yard piled down here to get stuck into the investigation. But there's so little here, no one know what to do with themselves. I do wonder,
Yes, Miss Sasato?
well, could it be that this huge Boone is in fact Inspector Gregson himself?
What? How could that be?
Well, if he was investigating on his own, it's quite possible that this was in fact some kind of secret office of his.
I'd never considered that.
Oh, nice work, Suze. We're actually following a line of inquiry just like that ourselves.
You are.
If you look around the room, you'll see there's a few things that hint at it.
We should really investigate this place in detail. Man, I still can't believe he's dead. That's crazy.
I don't believe it.
I know, right?
I don't believe it. Not
And what are
until-
the Skulkin brothers gonna think?
Ah!
The old Sulky's gone and bit it.
Oh, no.
Meanwhile, the
Here,
Reaper
Em.
ghost thingy tries to figure out if he has to kill somebody if Runo gets Van Zeeks acquitted.
Wait, like, who do I kill?
Thanks, Fear.
The judge?
16 dead out
Adam.
of 19. But the other 3 that were spared from a mysterious death? Runo's own clients, Gina Lestrade, Soseki Natsume, and Albert Hairbrain.
For now.
For now.
Death gets us all in the end, doesn't it?
Oh, okay.
It's October. Let's talk about it.
The incident.
Spooky. I know, but then once you're gone, you get to become a ghost, and then Halloween all year round.
Every day.
I see that's where the poor inspector was found. Over there. Yeah, that's right. They said there's a single bullet what did him in. Apparently the bullet went right through him and struck that candle tree on the wall.
Oh, yes. It's blown one of the candles completely. Apart completely. The one on the right, I guess?
But that one's the most intact.
Well, the other
it's
ones are
'cause-
melted,
Yeah,
though.
that was the one that got shot out, and the other ones continued to burn
Right.
and melt and got small.
Okay, I could do that.
And the gun used there is there on the floor. It's the Reaper's in it. No denying that.
What? Really?
How do you know that? I take it easy. Jesus. I don't know what to do with myself when you stare at me with them big wide eyes. I'm only saying what I've heard. Don't know much about guns myself. There's some bigwig lawman or whatever who said so. So why don't you ask him?
A bigwig lawman, is it?
Anyway, Fresno Street runs along under that window there. There were some street sellers just outside who heard the gunshot. Oh, but I don't recall seeing anybody outside. Yeah, they've all been taken down to the yard for questioning, that's why. We're talking about the yard's legendary inspector here, after all. They'll be getting their grilling.
Do you think we might be able to speak with those street sellers ourselves?
I doubt it. Lads, the yard will just want to know what you're snooping around for. You'll end up being in for a grilling and all.
So we can't interview the witnesses then. Shame. Oh, no!
I want to look at all the pictures.
Babba-daboo, babbo-do,
And
shot
John!
the candle.
Thank you for 15 months! The golden waffle! Woo! And Carl! Happy spooky month!
Thank you for 48 months as a bigger
Bigger
Golden
Golden
Waffle.
Waffle.
4 years.
And if you have a
4
bigger
years.
Golden Waffle or above, and you want to,
Sorry.
if you want to interrupt me, just ask Clay. He's really good at it. It's jokes. But if you want to,
He's right, I'm not good at it.
anyways, if you want to, oh, you did not interrupt me that time. I was expecting it. Anyways, if you want to update your, if you want to update your Golden Waffle or bigger, Gordon and kind. Just let me know in the DMs. Just let me know in the DMs. Oh. Anyways, as I was saying,
It says to the guy.
if you're a bigger Golden Waffle or a Glory to Nyan kind, you can send me a DM and I can update your cutout for you.
You were muted that whole time.
No!
I'm kidding.
Oh, now both chats are going. Yay, both chats.
Good.
Both jabs.
Both chats. Hello. I think that the BB emotes work on this one, so.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. I don't know why it wasn't there earlier, but sure now.
Cool.
They maybe just needed a reset. Look, Clay with his huge brain.
Wow, you're so smart,
My
Clay.
goodness.
Working as intended.
Yep.
No, it
No,
didn't
no,
work.
there.
Okay.
And-
That's fine.
An empty fireplace makes the room feel even colder than it would be otherwise, doesn't it?
It's thick with dust, look. I think it'd be fair to say that it hasn't been used in a very long time.
In other words, whoever lived in this room must have been extremely hardy in cold weather.
Or nobody lived here at all and merely visited when the occasion arose. I wouldn't like to say which is more likely.
No, that's right. It's one or the other.
I say.
Oh, it's a photograph stand. I suppose it must be a picture of the one of Mr. Spivak Yergson and his family members.
My brain's not working. I'm all flustered now after that stream crash.
Oh no.
I'm all a fluster. It's okay though.
Hot and bothered even?
I'm definitely bothered.
Hmm.
No.
What's the matter? Your eyes look like they're about to pop out of your head.
They are! Look, Mr. Naruto, quickly!
It is! I can see her from a mile away.
Sassy lady.
Why do I feel like this woman is familiar somehow?
Of course she's familiar! We met her only this morning!
No, that's not it.
Something about 2
Ah!
days ago.
We just met her this morning! It's Mrs. Vigil!
This makes no sense. Why would there be a picture of Miss Vigil here? Mrs. Vigil, sorry, I forgot she's married.
Whoops, wrong
To be
button.
frank-
Oop, oop, oop.
I don't think I've ever been more stumped.
I'm sorry to say, I have no idea either.
The framed photograph has been entered into the court record.
So.
Excuse me.
Oh, Inspector. Oh, sir.
Poor man. He can't possibly be able to focus on investigating when he's so upset.
I am upset, boys Moises.
This looks like some sort of notice board or something.
And it's absolutely covered in scraps of paper.
Mr. Naruhodo, look!
This... You mean... It's an autopsy report, isn't it?
On Pepe Sylvia. And there are case notes here. And details of prison inmates.
And all the mail for the upstairs. Yes. In fact, they're all sort of documents that only a detective could normally acquire. What on earth went on in this room?
Some old newspaper cuttings. And this one here.
Oh yes, the advertisement you mean. To the Red-Headed League. But why? What's that doing here?
Whoever occupied this room was clearly interested in it for some reason.
Yes. Whoever occupied this room. Whoever it could be.
Whoever it could be.
Excuse me.
Yes, sir. Can't say a thing, sir. Too many tears,
Oh. Right. Perhaps I'd better leave you to your work then.
Thank you very much, sir.
This is presumably the murder weapon then.
Oh my! It is real, I suppose.
I think so. Guns are so rare in Japan. I really know very little about them.
There's one way to know for sure, Mr. Naruhodo. Fire a shot!
No. If I did that, I'd be looking for a skilled lawyer to represent me in court. Slightly safer just to ask someone who might know, I think. The killer's revolver.
Yeah, we investigating.
What is this? Oh, what's this?
It would appear to be a little model policeman. It's rather charming, isn't it? In a way.
Seeing as it's on the floor here, do you think it belonged to Inspector Gregson?
It's a little hard to imagine Lord Von Zeeks playing with something like this.
Except he literally has a whole model village in his office of tiny people modeled after people he knows, where he plays out skits that only he knows about, shipping the ships that he wants to ship, setting them sails, doing the murders.
That's what I did as a kid. Lego.
It's only about 8 centimeters tall. It could have fallen out of somebody's pocket, I suppose. I think we should record it as evidence, just in case.
Yes, I agree. It is rather delightful after all, in a way.
The policeman figurine has been entered into the court record.
It's made of wood too, so he probably whittled it or bought it. He probably purchased it, pawned it.
Waddle to the whittler.
Ever since we came in here, I can't take my eyes off this thing.
Oh, funnily enough, neither can I.
It's a hairpiece, isn't it?
It is! It is! A bright red hairpiece.
And I suppose the fact that it's right here next to where the body was found means we have to accept that Inspector Gregson wore wigs, does it?
And in such a flame-colored red, too.
Yes.
Bitch was probably stomping.
That's the color we've come across very recently elsewhere, isn't it?
Exactly. This is a vital clue, I'm sure of it. Yes, Queen.
Who's a pretty inspector? I'm a pretty inspector. Would I inspect me? I'd inspect me so hard.
when he puts his wig on, he's Inspector Gadget.
Oh.
He's too sexy for his hair. Too sexy for his hair. So sexy.
The top of one of the candles in this candle holder has been completely blown off.
Yes, there's wax spattered on the wall behind. Look.
I suppose if a bullet had hit it.
It does seem likely that the bullet hit the candle, having first passed through the inspector's body.
Now that wax on the wall looks like blood to me.
The angle of attack there is going to be... Can we look at the... right behind that
You're
dude.
right. It was a child.
It was the tiny German child.
So you've discovered my secret. You know I cannot let you leave.
I don't know, sir. Yeah, it was the baby. It was the child. The mastermind puppeting that man like a mouse puppets a chef.
Ah. Oddly specific.
Yeah.
Somebody's very haphazardly nailed those boards over this broken glass, haven't they? You couldn't even really call it a window anymore.
Well, if you remember the window in Mr. Natsume's room, that was totally blocked up with bricks. This one does at least let sunlight through.
You could say nothing more about it.
Okay.
I'm starting to feel even more sorry for Mr. Natsume now. Excuse me. If you're looking for a down on us from the great beyond, Inspector, don't worry. We'll look after things in the yard. I've interrupted some deep thoughts there.
Deep thoughts.
Deep thoughts.
Well, I think that's the room.
Let's investigate the things we found.
No.
Okay.
Yes?
Let's investigate the things we found.
Oh,
Okay.
good idea.
I'm glad that you had it.
Mm-hmm.
There it is.
So close.
Perfect.
Perfect. There it is. My favorite thing to do. I don't know if you know that.
Oh, gun down! Gun safety, muzzle, discipline.
I suppose this must have been the murder weapon. Never do that. It makes me nervous even with a game having it like this.
Right?
Oh, God.
Oh my! It is real, I suppose.
I think so. Guns are so rare in Japan, I really know little about them. Perhaps someone more familiar with firearms could shed light on things here. Do we know who that is?
We need
Gregson! Oh.
Iris.
Yeah.
You know, the child who makes guns.
Just never. Oh.
Oh, it's so sweet.
The helmet of this charming policeman appears to be a little worse for wear.
I'm not convinced about the charming part, but yes, you're right. The head part looks like it's been fairly heavily manhandled. Almost as if someone has enjoyed twisting it around and around for fun.
You probably read that in Cosmo, didn't you?
Oh, wow. That took me a moment.
No.
Shall we have fun
Same
trying
brain
to
cell,
just
Nyan,
twist it
same
around
brain
and around
cell.
too? For fun? Twist it. Bop it.
Oh!
What? What's that?
It appears to be some sort of key.
But it's tiny though. It couldn't be a key for a door. Not that size. So what is it for, I wonder?
My heart. It's a key for my heart.
Twist it. Bop it. Stick it. Turn it. Open it. Run.
Reveal it. Well, you could have looked at that.
Yeah, the key.
The key part of that key.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, crap.
Oh, come on! Oh, come on!
Twist it. I thought it was like a baton or something at first. Or is it a little gun?
Smell gun.
Yeah. This looks like some sort of key.
Yes, it does. A very tiny and simple key.
What's a little key doing inside a figurine of a policeman in the first place? I thought it shot out of his feet, but it very clearly shot right out of his butt.
Yeah, right out of his butthole.
All the way down.
Yeah.
And what's it for?
Maddie, blow dart! Blow darts!
blow darts!
Blow darts!
I was thinking it's a blow darts.
Imagine that was your superpower. You just had a pogo stick that shot out of your butt.
Oh,
Boing.
oh, that would be
Whee!
interesting when the gravity, then you hit the ground.
Oh,
Whoa!
Away! He springs into action. I hear you've been giving illegitimate prostate exams. But no, never. Then check me. Sweats.
Okay.
It's a pretty cool looking wig.
I've always wondered what the underside of a hairpiece looks like.
That doesn't surprise me at all, Mr. Naruhodo. You always want to see what lies beneath, don't you?
I'm not sure that's quite how I'd put it, but, you must have had to use a lot of bird lime to keep it in place on your head. so it doesn't get blown off in a gust of wind, I mean.
That might be a little inconvenient when you wanted to take it off again, don't you think?
What's bird lime?
Yeah, chat bird lime?
Like glue?
Glue.
It sounds like glue,
Yeah,
with context.
It sounds like glue within context, yeah, but
Yeah.
bird lime.
Bird lime.
Bird what?
How the frick?
How the frack, am I right?
There's some black marks here too, look.
Yes, they look like some sort of scorch marks.
So perhaps the bullet struck the candle here, do you think? It's only this candle that's been cracked in half, it seems.
Yes, I think you might be right. Firearms are rarely used by criminals in Japan, so I'm afraid I'm not particularly knowledgeable about them.
Yeah, we get it. Okay, Japan doesn't have a lot of guns.
Oh, okay, so bird lime is a substance that you spread on twigs to trap small birds.
Oh,
Like
why would
fly
you wanna do
paper.
that?
What? Oh!
Because then you put them in the fire and you got like little crunchables. That's disgusting. I'm sorry I said that.
Sorry, just thought of that. Horse.
I know. It's awful. It's the worst.
Yeah, it's like
Well-
it's like popcorn, but for
Oh.
horses.
I don't think so, but... Gina, what do you make of this?
What is that? Evidence? What, something happened, have you?
Oh, no, not exactly.
I ain't been long enough in the job to get all this deducting stuff business yet, but I swear it, I'm gonna get this person who did this and do him in for the boss.
Oh yeah, we didn't really look at this. Chief Warder Daily Vigil is relieved of his post with immediate effect for having violated Clause 132 of Her Majesty's Code of Conduct for Prisons. All rights to redundancy, pay, and other financial benefits are fully revoked.
Okay, the 25th of June.
Reason for dismissal, aiding and abetting the escape from this prison of convict
Blank.
redacted.
Uh-oh.
Just prior to his execution. Details of this escape are still being investigated. Full cooperation with inquiries will be expected. Prison Governor Barry Caden. Indications are that the jailbreak plot was conceived prior to the convict's incarceration. It's believed that the convict engaged in some form of negotiation with prison staff in order to secure assistance. Full disclosure of information regarding these negotiations will be demanded.
Oh my god! Wait, I think we're investigating Dexter right now.
And his lab?
I was like,
It was Dee Dee.
Dee you idiot.
No, murdering Dexter. He was killing high society
I
people.
don't think we looked at the blue one yet either.
The blue?
The blue.
That was our please talk to
Yeah.
Please talk.
is my daughter. Professor Mikotoba has wonderful handwriting, doesn't he? This dark-suited young man is not in the least bit untrustworthy. Is it just me, or does that make me sound extremely untrustworthy?
I feel really untrustworthy now.
I do wish that he'd at least call you a nice young man.
I'm really not sure that would help. It's... oh!
Okay.
Blackbird line. Was this their ticket?
Oh, it looks like this is some sort of steamship ticket. The SS Grouse, first class cabin 001. Yokohama departure 11th of September. London arrival the 1st of November.
Ah! That's the boat that Professor Mikotoba and Judge Jikoku took from Japan, isn't it?
Yes. I think it called at Dunkirk on the north coast of France for a night before finally arriving in Dover.
To think it's been almost a year since we arrived in Dover on the SS Burya. It seems a shame not to keep your ticket as a memento of your trip, don't you think?
Yes, I agree. I have mine safely in my diary.
And I keep mine in my wallet, so I have it with me at all times. Oh, well, how strange. Where could it have gone?
Are you like this on purpose, Mr. Naruhodo, or just by accident?
Did I imagine it? Or was that comment accompanied by a little sigh? Ooh.
Why? What day is today?
Today is
no,
October the 10th.
I think I meant in game.
IR game.
Are you today's date? Because you're a 10 out of 10.
Whoa!
I think we're in November right now.
I think it's November 2nd or 3rd.
Yeah,
Okay,
something like
okay.
that.
But I was like, had they been here for a long time?
It's the first.
Even the 1st, yeah.
because
right?
we met everybody. Yeah.
Fine. Oh, if we go somewhere new, it'll tell us. It didn't tell us.
Damn it. Well, not Iris yet. Huh. Okay, hold on. What is here?
Who knows about?
Oh, we need to spend a little more time investigating here.
Oh, that's a nice note. We haven't
Yeah.
looked at the body outline.
Oh my god, really?
We forgot to look at his dead body.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can you believe it?
I thought we were keeping this for last, which is what we were doing, obviously.
Oh, was he huddled over like that? And that's his feet and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was in the fetal position.
Oh.
Little fetal.
Get shot. Try not to bleed. Roll over. Bleed a lot.
Bleed a lot.
Was it clever? Yes. Was it necessary? No. No.
I
it was
suppose this is where the victim.
That's right. The rope is laid around the body to show exactly how it was found. Poor Inspector Gregson himself had already been taken away.
And would probably be under Dr. Sei's scalpel by now, if not for what happened last week.
From the shape of the rope, it would appear that the inspector was curled up in a ball. Are you feeling all right, Mr. Naruhodo? You look like you've just seen a ghost.
I know it's just a rope, but, well, it conjures up quite a terrifying image, that's all. Especially with that bloodstain next to it.
Oh, I do understand. In some ways, what we pictured in our minds can be even worse than reality.
Sato-san is so strong, though. She's taking this far better than I am.
Now we're done, maybe.
I was gonna check. Huh.
Who knows enough about
that's-
guns?
Oh, the key. Present her with the key.
Oops.
The policeman figure.
Hmm.
What is it? Tell me about it. I don't care. Find him. Find him! Peter!
Oh yeah, maybe.
Let's go here for a moment, see what happens.
No.
Oh, all right.
He's giving you big get out of there vibes.
Investigate
go-
somewhere else first? What?
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe check the warden's office. And that key will open a little something something.
Oh, because it's shaped like a policeman.
Oh, maybe. I don't know if we're there yet, though.
Okay.
Yeah, it's here, Lord Chief Justice, because she
Because we
says
haven't visited this in place in a long time.
sometime. That usually means that something's going to happen here.
Something is afoot.
Some
First
first.
of November.
November.
Remember. The 1st of November.
That Bobby being a
Adam.
pogo stick like key reminds me of Scrooge and his cane in the classic DuckTales NES game. Fittingly, that was made by Capcom as well.
No way.
And it had ducks in space.
Is that how
song.
he got around? He used his cane as a pogo stick?
He walked and he could bounce on his cane like a pogo stick.
No way.
Yeah. It was really good, actually.
That's what happens when you have unlimited money.
What
The
about
rules
it,
just
Tim?
stop applying. You just bounce around.
That's it. Gravity.
Mm.
Don't need that anymore.
Everyone forgets about that game, but everyone knows the moon theme.
Ooh. You've made good time. Oh. Hairbrain?
No. This has got to be another Tom, because Tom lost a character.
took an
Yeah.
express train back to London. I can hear Lord Strongheart. Can you?
Yes, it sounds as though he's talking to someone.
Oh!
it was
two swords. Oh, so cool.
one for the Japanese British system, justice system, and one for the British justice system. That's cool.
Is everything in place?
I had a private compartment on the train so I could check all the paperwork.
It's
Kazuma-sama?
Ah, your timing is impeccable.
Just like these doves.
It is? No doubt you have heard the sickening news.
It is sickening! I wish I could make that thumbnail, GD, But no Kazuma's on the thumbnail because he's dead.
That's smart.
true.
Smart.
About the Reaper's latest delivery. Yes,
I'm sure you don't believe it, of course, though, Lord Strongheart. That Lord Von Zeeks could have done such a thing to Inspector Gregson.
I think you are forgetting that the coroner that I trusted for decades was convicted of being bad the whole time. So now, I believe only the facts. And the facts in this case point to one thing.
That's disgusting.
The unavoidable accusal of Lord Von Zeeks for this crime. We must bring charges against the Reaper for taking the life of our legendary detective.
Oh no! Surely not!
It's a truly regrettable situation. Tomorrow is the Forensic Science Symposium. Finally begins. At the very least, though, we can show the world our justice system's swift and equitable processes. So does that mean that the trial's tomorrow?
Of course it is.
Precisely.
When else would it be?
In fact, this is a fine opportunity for introductions.
No! It's gonna be us versus him now.
Uh-huh.
No!
Kazuma. What a great aesthetic.
He looks very good.
Ah, but of course. You're already acquainted, aren't you? Mr. Sogi here will be present at tomorrow's proceedings. Leading the prosecution. Wait. What? Kazuma!
Kazuma, no.
I'm sure you're aware. He's a very capable practitioner of law.
Kazuma-sama, a prosecutor?
Oh, hi.
Yeah. Yeah, damn. Hopefully that Nisha can work in our favor, though.
I'm sure you can imagine that tomorrow's trial will be closely followed all over London. In fact, no. People all over the Empire will be watching closely to see how it unfolds. There's no salvation for anyone in a trial prosecuted by the Reaper of the Bailey. And now, the Reaper himself must stand in the dock. Quite so. The public wants answers about the Reaper. Answers about how and why those who've escaped convictions subsequently died mysterious deaths.
But Lord Von Zeeks firmly denies any involvement in such matters.
And there have been thorough investigations that have proven him to be innocent. That's certainly true. Or it has been, at least. Until now. No. Tomorrow's trial will mark the start of a new chapter in our country's great judicial history. So, Kazuma will be prosecuting tomorrow? That's right.
But he's a defense lawyer, Lord Strongheart.
Accomplished young law practitioners cannot pick and choose their roles. And imagine what it will mean for the prosecution to know the strategies commonly employed by the defense. A devastating combination. Wouldn't you agree? Absolutely. I have no doubt that at all that Kazuma will be razor sharp as a prosecutor.
But why Kazuma-sama?
Because he needed to get his Edgeworth. Because he's so sharp. His Edgeworth.
Okay. Yeah. No, you can
Because
bring it back. You can bring it back.
Ryunosuke is the right guy.
Okay. Yep.
Edgeworth.
Yeah. He said it again. The thing.
There are surely many other highly skilled prosecutors in Great Britain.
It was a personal request. I asked to be assigned to the trial.
You asked for this? But why?
It'll all become clear tomorrow. I'm guessing that you intend to stand for the defense, don't you?
How do you know?
Although, the Reaper appears to be turning down all offers of representation.
I'm surprised such a personal request would have been upheld. It seems unprecedented. Quite exceptional, in fact.
You are quite right, Miss Mikotoba. Tomorrow's trial will be an unprecedented and exceptional in every way. After all, the accused is one of Britain's greatest prosecutors, the pride of the Empire. It would be unwise to give the public a reason to perceive it as the judiciary closing ranks. So that's why you're happy to let a foreigner handle the prosecution.
Ryunosuke, let's see how your skills have been honed. After practicing law in this land for so many months.
Kazuma, I don't understand why you're being so hostile to me now. This isn't going to end well, my friend. Oh, poor guy.
I like to think that he's confident. He's like,
This isn't gonna end well for you, buddy.
Right?
Been so busy lately with life, but all is well, and hope you all in chat are also doing well. Definitely gotta catch up on some streams. P.S. New Switch and Metroid pretty awesome.
yo, that's awesome, Scrubs.
That's fun.
New Metro.
Yeah, I
Dread.
don't do Metro games very often, but that one looks pretty dang cool.
Looks pretty cool.
Cannot stay BC D&D party is being chewed on by a vampire child, but I beat this
Mood.
game at 2 AM and cannot wait to be back here. Good game, good.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's really heating up. It all just like, bing bang boom, and we're going.
People are dying. People are alive again.
And
People
yeah,
are
coming back.
not our friends anymore.
Wearing
No. Friend.
wigs snatched.
What?
Snatch. Sickening details.
Sickening details. All of it.
Gregson did the final death drop.
That
It was sickening.
would have been a wonderful reference if that was the position of his body.
It's just a death drop.
Just death drop with the wig gone.
No
When you
respect.
death drop
here.
just a little too
A
hard.
little too hard.
Oh, yes. We noticed that there was a gun at the scene of Inspector Gregson's death. Do you know if it belongs to Lord Von Zeeks? That would be a question for the lead detective investigating the scene. Well, the thing is, she wasn't sure. So she told me I should ask somebody higher up who might know.
That's right, Mr. Naruto. Be direct. Be aggressive. Be aggressive. Be aggressive.
It's certainly a model that's issued to all personnel involved in law enforcement, yes. Which includes prosecutors, as I'm sure you can imagine.
In that case, it could actually have belonged to the victim.
No. Gregson had his gun on his person. What about Lord Von Zeeks? He claims it's currently not in his possession. What?
Where's your gun?
According to his story, he lost it.
Where's your gun?
In short, it's more than a little suspicious.
Yeah, but can you tell me where your gun is?
But just because the gun is in question is the same type as the defendant's is no proof that it's actually his.
Whoa, are we in the trial already? No. Of course not. Nevertheless, the situation is grave for Lord Von Zeeks. What do you think of this?
Pull the gun on him.
You suck.
I see.
I think what I need to do
Right?
is examine.
Oh! Yeah, there he is.
Why does he look so good?
Ugh.
Why does he look so good?
Because
Biceps.
2 belts.
2 belts.
I want a 2-belt system like that.
Yeah.
It just feels like it'd be really cool.
Tommy, 2 belts. That's what they called me in high school.
Did they actually though?
No.
2
Oh.
belts and a duct tape wallet.
Yep.
Yep.
Did have that, though.
I'm sorry for all the worry I caused you, but it'll be all right now.
Has your memory completely returned?
Yes, completely. I remember everything, including what I was coming here to do.
Right, that thing you were always just about to tell me.
Kazuma-sama, I can't tell you how happy I am to see you alive and well like this. But how did you come to be here in London when you were suffering from amnesia?
It was the voice. This past year, I've been hearing it in my head constantly, saying the same thing over and over.
Go to London.
That's where your destiny awaits. And you must hone the ancient Japanese man spirit.
It was that voice that guided me here to London.
Yamata Takara no Mikoto?
Nicely done.
I'm so sorry for what's happened.
Anyway, my memory might have returned to me, but there's something that won't return to the way it was before.
Huh? What do you mean?
I'm a prosecutor now. We can't be friends anymore, so I'm sure our paths will cross again very soon.
When your best friend gets drafted to the other hockey team. It doesn't look like we're going to glean much more here. Well, thank you very much, Lord Strongheart. Remember, tomorrow's trial will go down in our empire's history. There's much you could learn from the public gallery.
But then who will defend Lord?
Could you imagine if we were in the gallery and we have to, like,
Had to
jump
boo.
in?
Don't do that! No, it's the other thing!
Summation examination! Summation examination! Get your shit together, Jesus! like a really over-aggressive stage mom.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Sorry to have taken up so much of your time.
You kind of be like, chat.
Oh!
Wow.
We'll see ourselves out.
Hold it!
Oh!
Okay,
Okay.
whatever.
Before you
I'll
go,
hold
Ryunosuke,
biceps.
Oh. What is it, Kazuma?
I just wanted to thank you.
Kazuma-sama, what?
You took my determination to heart and brought it with you over the ocean in my stead. And you carried out my role to perfection.
Oh.
You always were intent on studying British law in order to change our own justice system. It was your dream, and Mr. Naruto didn't want that to die with you.
Yes, but I had another purpose for coming here.
Oh?
I actually have a favor to ask.
Which is?
This trial I'll be prosecuting tomorrow. I'd like you to be there to see how it ends.
What?
Right in front of me. As the defense counsel.
Ah, there it is. Okay, that makes more sense. I'm like, are we actually
Oh
not
my-
going to defend this? And
Oh
we're
my-
just going to, like, have to see it? Why? What's this all about?
I know you have what it takes.
But Lord Von Zeeks would never put his fate in my hands.
On the contrary, he recognizes your talent.
He does?
It's not easy to see behind the facade sometimes. Here, have a look at this.
Oh,
my God.
no!
They look like...
Oh, they're so
much.
much friends.
He's smiling.
That's...
When it was really small, it really looked like a rock band, like a from an anime.
Oh, yeah. The anime rock band.
Yeah.
That's Lord Von Zeeks and Inspector Gregson.
In a photograph that must have been taken some time ago by the look of it.
The song's good.
Mm-hmm. And who's the third person? Oh, come on. Oh, right. Maybe we could talk.
It was displayed very prominently in the detective's office.
In Gregson's office, you mean?
Yes. What I'm trying to say is, if you really think you can trust the Reaper, you might find that some straight talking makes him take a different view.
I really hope we get to be like, hey, let us defend you. No. And then just like grab him by the bars and pull him. I'm fucking defending you, sir.
Oh, okay.
Good. Good.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Now sit down.
Okay.
All right. Now be quiet and wait there for me to set you free.
Oh,
Take it.
Thank you.
Oh man, that's not gonna hit like a ton of bricks later. I don't understand. Why are you giving me this?
Just hurry, Ryunosuke. Visiting hours at the prison are almost over.
What are you doing, Kazuma?
I don't love you anymore. Get out of here.
Never come back.
No, not again!
We're running out of places we can go.
Why is my life just Harry and the Hendersons over and over? Y'all know that movie, right?
Never heard of it.
Kazuma was not this buff before. His thickening is sickening. He's got an attitude, but it's the booty that makes him a baddie, Your Honor.
Miles.
Miles of Edgeworth.
Yeah.
Nice. That's the one with the dog in the end, and they have to, like, if you love
The
it, let it go
dog?
thing. Which one was it?
Harry and the Hendersons is a story of the guy who was on 30 Rock. Third Rock from the Sun, sorry.
Oh, okay.
John,
Goodspeed.
I don't remember his name. Anyways, he's awesome. And he has a family. They're the Hendersons. And they find a Sasquatch. They hit a Sasquatch. And they bring him home.
Oh,
And then
yes, it was referenced.
They become friends. And then they're like, a Sasquatch can't live a normal life. And they're like, go on, Harry. Go on, we don't love you anymore. And he's like, no. And then he's like, oh, Harry, I love you. And then he goes, John Lithgow. Thank you, Chad.
That was referenced in 30 Rock as Jack Donaghy's favorite movie.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
Wow.
That's why it sounds so familiar.
I spoiled the whole thing. It's from like the 80s, so
That was a
you had
movie
your
that got
chance.
made?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Apparently, it's actually pretty good.
It's
No
so,
way. What?
I mean, I haven't seen it since I was a baby, but I cried. Unrelated to the movie, I just cried a lot as a
I
kid.
gotta watch it. I can't judge it. So
Clay
I cannot
Edgeworth.
try it.
Tom, please clap. Nyani slow claps Nyani, well, how the mighty have fallen. That isn't right. Clay, A Tom, A.
Hey!
Hey, that ain't
Hey.
right,
Dang right.
but it is.
But it is.
That's not right, but it's okay.
Hola guys.
Hi!
That's a bit random, but I just finished playing Loom.
Okay.
What a beautiful masterpiece. I'm really in awe. Have you played it?
Super Potato! I've
Never
never
heard of
even heard of it, but Loom
Loom.
sounds like a game which involves making fabrics or
Oh.
carpet and might have some correlations with friendships and how they work together.
Lord Von Zeeks is still reading that letter. This just has all the energy of Wolverine lying in his bed with the picture frame. You know, that meme
Yes!
where he's like stroking it.
Yes!
That's just exactly what this whole thing feels like right now.
Yes.
That would be a funny thumbnail. Just Von Zeeks
On the bed.
on the bed as Wolverine.
Also, not many people have entered the Scrubs waffle raffle that's going on right now.
Ooh.
So
Get your scrubs
I
on.
was going to go pick a winner, but I'm like, there's like 15 people.
Yo, Scrubs, get in there. Okay.
We've been gone for quite some time, though.
Either he's an incredibly slow reader, or he streams at the NyanCave. Or it's a really long letter. I don't know. I might even be able to read English faster than he can. Oh dear God, he heard me. What the fuck did you just say?
I was intending to ignore you entirely. But I can't turn a deaf ear to such insulting Nepalese.
Oh, sorry. I didn't think you'd hear that.
I had the case notes brought to me in secret. I was reading them to pass the time. A little light reading, if you will.
Yeah.
Yes, we heard that your trial is set for tomorrow.
Which is none of your business.
So, have you found a lawyer?
Wow, way to straight talking, boy.
How many times must I reiterate the same thing? This has nothing to do with you.
Grab that cravat. In other words, no.
We were just talking to Lord Strongheart, and the prosecutor for your trial has been decided.
I really love how Cosmo's like, yeah, try straight talking with him. He like that works on him. The first thing we do is insult him out of what we perceive to be out of earshot, but it just isn't.
Yeah, we insult him and then don't ask a straight question.
Behind his back, basically.
Behind his-
too.
So you
Not
found
to
a
his face.
prosecutor yet?
He
A
can't even
defendant?
read.
Wow, must suck to be you. Where do you pee? In the pee corner?
Pea corner.
I'd expect nothing less, though I had no idea who it is.
It's going to be Kazuma Asogi.
Oh, he's legit shocked.
Asogi!
That made the color drain from his face.
Huh. Well then,
Poor guy.
it seems I'm going to have to engage in conversation with you again after all.
When
Oh, don't look so happy about it. Jeez.
Like, the thing is, Lord Stronghouse is literally like, hey, train your replacement. And he's like, okay. Gets replaced. Oh my god.
Oh my god. Poor Qui-Gon.
Actually, I saw a pretty fucking that's good too. I saw a dope meme today that was like the person who literally signed up to be on Kitchen Nightmares, Gordon Ramsay, your food is shit. Oh.
I thought it was everyone else. I thought it was the customer that had the problem. You saw the Amy's Baking Company episodes? Yeah. Yeah.
That was the nightmare.
I know, right?
I didn't mean to say
That's like legit her reaction though.
yeah. Oh, what? I signed up.
You were supposed to come here to validate my food.
You're supposed to tell me that the trolls and the haters and that my cat babies we're fine.
What do you mean it's my fault?
10 years ago, my older brother, who was the director of prosecutions at the time, was murdered. And the killer, as you know, was a visiting student from the Far East. Not a single day goes by when I don't curse the name Asogi.
Oops.
Genshin Isogi was Kazuma Smout's father and left a big impact on Van Zeeks.
So what cruel twist of fate is this now? 10 years later. The man's son is to crucify me in some kangaroo court.
I still don't understand why Lord Strongheart apprenticed Kazuma to you. Strongheart? There's no real reason. I just like the drama of it. It's funny.
He's
and
married to
entertaining.
juror number 2.
Yeah, they're having an affair. But she's the brains.
No.
It's what he does. No doubt he knew of the young man's true identity from the outset.
Literally, Stronghouse is just a shit stirrer.
Yeah.
But what could he have been hoping to achieve?
And let's not forget that it was only 8 days ago that Kazuma recovered from his amnesia. Why would Lord Strongheart assign this trial to somebody like that? POV, Naruhodo arriving. Hey, it's my first day here. Think I can be a lawyer? You start right now. Honestly, 8 days is a pretty long time for Lord Strongheart to get to know someone
Yeah,
before
right?
throwing them in court.
Tons of time.
Yeah.
Asogi. That name is the very epitome of my bane. The bane that is you, Nipponese.
Wow. Right. Your hatred of all us Japanese. Wow.
Huh. Interesting.
All I can think of is, like, Batman Bane. What is up, my kawaii friends? Are you prepared to have your Kokoro's Brokero? I'm going to fuck up all your shit.
You are.
There it is.
I wasn't raised by the kawaii. I was born in it. Molded by it. Cuteness is a way of life for me.
I'd only just been appointed as a prosecutor when it happened 10 years ago. My brother, Clint, the director of the prosecutions, was hunting down a mass murderer.
The so-called professor.
Assigned to the investigation as his partner was a certain visiting student dispatched from Scotland Yard.
And that was Genshin Asogi.
Exactly. I developed a deep respect for the man. He seemed noble-minded and chivalrous in the extreme to me. But none of us saw the true nature of the man.
Ooh.
So I lost everything when it happened. My esteemed brother, the people I believed in, and any semblance of right prevailing over wrong.
Oh, how awful.
To avenge my brother, I prosecuted in the Asogi trial. It wouldn't ordinarily have been allowed, but I beleaguered the ascribed prosecutor until he consented.
What do you mean by the ascribed prosecutor? And also, what do you mean by beleaguered?
The man in charge of the prosecution case inquiry,
Ooh.
Lord Mayor Strongheart.
Wait, what? Lord Strongheart?
He was a highly accomplished prosecutor, but he agreed to relinquish the trial to me and act as my advisor instead. Since that time, he's the one person to whom I felt indebted.
I'm sure he must have seen your zeal for the case and recognized your potential as a prosecutor.
Anyway, time passed. But then earlier this year, who should arrive in London but you? And of all things, as a lawyer.
I felt your animosity the first time I ever faced you in the courtroom. Your obvious deep loathing of us Japanese.
I kept telling myself it was illogical. But for so many years, that hatred festered inside of me. I could no longer control it.
And I can understand why. Now I know the history.
But in the same way that I felt the little Nipponese to be the bane of my life, to Kazuma Asogi, I am the bane of his. The Reaper who sent his father to the gallows. He's looking for revenge, and he intends to take it in court tomorrow.
Oh, jeez.
Gregson's transfer to the Paris Police Prefecture had finally been arranged for the coming month. But he'll never make it to France now. It is a tragedy.
Oh, yes. Come to think of it, he did mention something about that, didn't he?
I wonder, does it happen often? Being transferred internationally, I mean.
It's the first time I've ever encountered it.
Oh,
The Paris police welcoming an English detective is almost inconceivable. I can't imagine what kind of a magic Gregson must have worked to put that arrangement in place.
It sounds like that mystery has even the Reaper perplexed.
Oh yeah, especially at this time. Aren't they fighting in many wars, like especially overseas? 1850.
No, not 1850. It's like 1900s.
Yeah.
Oh!
Like early 1900s.
Very early 1900s.
we were very ignorant about Inspector Gregson's standing. We hear that he was considered something of a legend at the Scotland Yard.
Again, it was 10 years ago that he first made a name for himself. By uncovering a decisive piece of evidence that exposed the professor's identity.
Oh, he found it!
If it wasn't for Gregson's singular approach to the case, the discovery would never have been made.
What sort of approach?
After my brother's life was taken, the inspector pushed for a full autopsy.
Oh my! 10 years ago?
Why is that so surprising?
Autopsy was considered a desecration of the body at the time, and rarely performed. And my brother was of course noble. That made the idea of it even more unthinkable. But something Gregson had dug up in his investigations made him determined it was necessary. His powerful conviction somehow influenced the House of Lords, and as a result, I could avenge my brother's death.
So, you must have had great confidence in the inspector's abilities then.
And it's even more inconceivable that you would have taken his life.
I don't have confidence in anyone,
Oh,
and I'm sure Gregson felt the same way. I have no doubt he thought of me only as the ominous Reaper, just like the rest of London.
What really went on between Lord Von Zieks and Gregson, I wonder? What was the true nature of their relationship? Your gun. About the gun used to shoot the inspector that was found at the scene.
Oh, yes. That's not mine.
Really? Because common opinion seems to think that it is.
Wasn't me. What do you expect me to say to that?
Lord Strongheart informs us that you claim to have misplaced your firearm.
As embarrassing as that is, I'm afraid it's true.
When did you lose it then?
10 years ago.
Please. Please.
The gun was found inside my brother during the autopsy.
Oh my god.
But then I lost it again.
That, I don't know. I was issued with a revolver when I first became a prosecutor.
10 years ago.
Say it together,
Welcome
chat.
to the court of law. Here's your standard issue pistol. What?
I must have stowed it somewhere, I suppose. Or left it somewhere, perhaps.
You have something common with Lord Van Zieks after all, Mr. Naruhodo. A talent for misplacing things.
No. This has nothing to do with me. Don't drag me into it.
Don't make the mistake of associating me with this nipple knees.
Oh dear. The rift is very wide, isn't it?
So it's not decisive evidence, clearly. But it doesn't look good. That's for sure.
Like, he's battling with his inner racism, which is, like, I guess, a step in the right direction.
But it's only because, like, his brother died.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
other than that, he don't care.
Yeah.
But he's just like, I'm angry for reasons that are not logical.
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
a person's race does not dictate how they act.
No.
However, it is the early 1900s. So I am confused and conflicted.
Yes.
Yeah. He doesn't trust nobody.
No, but
Not even himself.
yeah.
Van Zieks, listen my learned friend. My brother died. Ryunosuke, that's horrible. Van Zieks, but the worst part is I never learned to read.
Get that man an Oscar.
Thank you!
That
I
was
guess this
good.
is a good a time as any,
DVD.
but name time.
All right.
Van Zieks' name may be a pun on the Japanese term banji-kyusu, meaning it's all over.
Oh.
1/3.
Oh, thanks, DVD.
Van Zieks itself can also be translated to of the sick in Dutch, which may be a reference to the Black Plague, or the Black Death. 2/3.
Oh.
Baroque's first name sounds like Baroque, a style of European architecture, music,
Oh, Baroque.
and art of the 17th and 18th centuries.
Baroque.
3/3.
Damn.
If it's
TBD!
not- If it's
Thank
not
you.
Baroque, don't
TBD times
fix it.
3.
Very interesting.
TBD times 3.
Could you grab Catherine's? It glitched.
Yep.
for me.
I tried. I genuinely tried to resist liking Van Zieks so much. But they threw in the brother complex and trust issues and now I kin him.
Oh,
Catherine!
Catherine, thank you.
That's good.
Yeah, it's rough.
I've never heard the term to kin someone. I like that though.
Kin.
You are my
Sorta.
kin.
My kin of my kin.
Idea, male strong heart with troll face as a thumbnail.
Mike, speak! I'll consider it. I
Want a new
Thank
apprentice? There's a rumor you can make a thumbnail suggestion from Discord, right?
There's a rumor that that's true. I don't know. Did I get rid of it because it wasn't happening?
Oh,
no,
no,
I
no.
think I kept it. Yeah, it's still there. It's still there.
All I got to say about this case is shit just got real. It's time for war enemies.
Nyan-enemies.
Movies!
Nyan homies.
Nyan-homies.
Nyan-enemies.
Nancy says
Yeah.
kin.
Ah.
Like, whenever we would, like, see each other after a long time, she'd go, "Ah, my kin!"
What is what is kin?
Like
I know the
kinship?
term in
Family. Like,
context.
yeah, kinship.
Family?
Yeah.
Kinship? Familial?
Vin Diesel. Like instead of Vin, it's
Yeah.
Kin.
Oh,
Kin.
two chats.
Kin Diesel.
It's double
Two
chat
chats.
drifting.
What?
Oh!
Your stream lets you have two chats?
I really wish
Um,
that this worked because I have it all set up. Because this is it. It's like enable better TV emotes. Yes, I say yes.
Yes.
And they don't show up though.
I know it's a little early, but it seems like we're really gonna get into it tomorrow. So
We're really gonna get into it.
I think we're going hard tomorrow.
hard.
Going so hard.
We'll
I
turn
guess
back
that
regular chat
means
on.
that I got some stuff to put up on the board.
Yeah, I ran out of cutouts, so some people
I love the post-its.
get post-its. I'm sorry.
I think they're
Rare
these are
Post-its.
extra custom, you know? Look at that. You're welcome. Oh, no, they stick together. Okay.
That's the bad part about
That's
them. They stick together.
Okay. Kind of like kinship. Wait. Because they also stick together.
thank you, everyone.
Top 3.
We also have the heart rate monitor working for Resident Evil 2 in
Hell
about
yeah!
an hour, so that should be fun. We tested it during Berseria, and
Yeah.
it seemed to work well.
It seemed to work well.
Yeah.
You never got too excited during Berseria. Not
No,
not in
too
a scary
excited.
kind of way.
Yeah.
Man.
I never feel like my life is in danger with that game.
No,
No.
not your life.
Leon.
Leon!
You can watch,
Leon!
you can watch my heart rate spike every time Ada shows up.
Yeah.
But
Oh, my legs.
Are
your
they-
legs.
Are they stiff from standing?
I think so.
Yeah. What a crazy case, though. I
What a crazy.
thought it was going one way. You know, we were kind of following the lead of the warden who quit 10 years ago, but what? And there was that whole thing, and then all of a sudden just wham, bam. And I mean, like, I guess that's kind of how it would happen. You never really expect someone close to you to just go.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and now, like, we, other than finding her picture in the office, we just haven't mentioned him or them at all.
Yeah, they kind of have faded into the background
you
of
just-
this case.
You just drop everything and go after Gregson.
Because he's our boy, man.
Yeah.
He does nice things for us. He adopts babies and takes them to Paris. How can you not love that man?
I know, right?
Ah!
Good night, sweet prince. May the fish bring you to your chips.
Aww.
Noel! Thank you.
I bet you it was Big Fish. No, they would have protected him because he was like their entire business.
Oh, yeah.
Big
Yeah.
fried fish. No, it was Big Burger.
Big Borgor.
Big Burger was.
Big Borgor.
Yeah, it was out to get him. They were all like, "Hey, Gregson, you need to eat burgers now." And Gregson was like, "No, never betray my fish and chips." They had him out. I bet you Ronald McDonald literally runs the Redhead League. I know.
Oh!
Yeah.
That is big news.
That was unexpected and appropriate.
So appropriate.
It's all falling into place.
Ronald McDonald
Donald.
thumbnail.
Oh, and Wendy from Wendy's DD.
Oh!
They're all in on it together.
Not the Burger King.
Not the Burger King,
No.
though. He couldn't be.
He'll be the witness.
I'm gonna look at him. I'm gonna look and see.
He's got hair.
He's got hair. No, it's brown though. It's
brown,
I'm
right?
pretty
I'm sure he's got brown
Please,
hair.
please, dear God.
Yeah,
be
he's got brown hair.
Oh,
God.
brown hair.
I always wanted to play the Burger King game.
Sneak King.
Yes, Sneak King.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's not a good game.
No.
Oh, unfortunate. Did the KFC console come out?
The one
I
that makes
don't think
chicken.
so. I don't think so. There's It's just Seriously, the
It
BK
just
game is in you know? I
shouldn't.
think it was only on Xbox, so I'd have to find it. I don't know.
Sneaking. Ha ha ha. That's good.
I'm gonna write down McDonald's and Wendy's as thumbnail, otherwise I'll forget.
There's a lot of good happening there. Interesting.
Thank you so much, Logan.
Yes, so appreciated. So good to see you.
We will see you
In an
in
hour?
I hope. You want to see some spooky?
You want to get scared?
Want to get scared?
Boo! Oh, boo!
Ah! Okay, goodbye,
Just like that.
everybody.
Bye.
Bye! I love you! Bye! Bye! They were actually really fun games.